My name is Dan White. I'm a concept artist. I've got about 3 years of experience in the industry. Was hit with layoffs and kind of wanted to just get back into doing a lot more personal work. And uh, yeah, jumping into James's class was super helpful just to have some guidance and a clear direction for where to take, your personal work. Not to toot your horn or anything, but I've been a James Paick fan for a very long time. Your World War II illustrations back in college were like in every single one of my pure refs. So I was like, oh, he's teaching a class. That's awesome. Yeah. And so I just figured it would be the best opportunity to learn something, and I had free time at this point. Trusting the process, not not getting too wrapped up in small details right away. You can get really excited about wanting to explore like the tiniest call outs, but it's there's a time and a place for that, and working big to small just is the best way to go about it. The Yeah, I just trusting the process, starting with layout, going to layout design, and then clean up. I mean, yeah, it was incredibly helpful just having someone that clearly knows their stuff. Like, take a look and make sure like you're going down the right path, and not letting you get too wrapped up in the details. Pacing you so that you're able to explore broadly and then narrow in as we go week to week. It was it's super great. So it I have the moment already. It was you were doing a paint over for me on one of the later weeks, and my edges were just a little on the muddy side on like one of my bridges, and you
Mm.
just simply made it a square, and we had a dark edge and a lighter edge and a clearly defined like planes, and it just read so much better after that. I was just
Oh, cool.
simplifying it, made it read so much better. I don't want to say dumbed it down, but like, yeah, it just made it, it kept me from overcomplicating it, just thinking about
Mm.
planes like that.
Right, right, right.
uh it was engaging for sure. Plus, like, it being set up through Discord, which is at least something I use on a daily basis. It was really easy just to right click somebody's name, shoot them a message if you wanted to chat. So I was able to make friends with classmates that way. Like I just got off a call with Marvin, so like,
Oh, cool.
um, yeah, everything was fine that way. Um, no issues. Like, it was cool.
And one thing that I think is important is that all the students and all the artists that were in the class, they're all there to, kind of take the whole course pretty seriously. And so people would be engaged, they would communicate when, they would offer feedback. I found it was pretty nice. There was a lot of conversation, and even before I would arrive to class, a lot of you guys were in there already just like chatting. It was so amazing. So I love
Yeah,
that energy. I thought it was really cool you
yeah,
know
it's super motivating to be surrounded by like really good artists and motivated people. So
Mhm.
absolutely. I mean, because the class was paced pretty well. Where like technically we had 10 weeks to complete 4 images. The I'll be real, like the pacing was super nice because like on previous projects, I've had like 3 day turnarounds for an environment, or so you got to actually sit there and think about your designs a little more. It would come down to, like, I guess for me, some of the my process. I dialed in on cleaning up a little bit more of my 3D to 2D process, I think, and as well as spending some time to actually think about the forms I'm planning to create in 3D. Like when I took a day to just do a sheet of like shape language explorations, that was super helpful for me, and something I would probably try and do moving forward, where I just take a day to explore and think about what it is I'm actually about to do, whether it is just like doing like a bunch of sketches of, you know, how a wall might look, or how a torch might look, like just taking some time to do that exploration for myself.
Right on.
Um, it's a chance to have a industry veteran guide you through a personal project, and I mean that's so valuable for yourself. Like just being able to get the, even if it is as simple as a vibe check, like, hey, is this going in the right direction? Or I mean, that feedback is just so important to have. It keeps you from noodling too long on something that's not important, or steering you in a direction that where you'll be happy with a design at the end of the day.
Right on. Right on. Dude, it was an absolute pleasure to have you in the class because you work really hard and I can see your production, the way you produce and your communication each week. So it was an absolute honor on my side to, work with designers like you.
Thank you.
So yeah, I mean, I think it was great, like on both ends, it was a great experience on my side as well. Just want to
Yeah,
let you
I had a ton of fun over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, it was uh,
know.
it was really cool. It was really really cool to see everybody's work throughout the time. Like everybody seemed to be really good at something. I remember seeing like Igor's lighting stands out to me, like just pretty strong right there. I was like, dang.
Awesome, man. Thank you, Daniel, so much for taking the time to share about your experience. And I don't know if there's any last words you want to close up with.
Uh, yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed the class.
Awesome. Thanks.